Hello everybody, welcome back to Bandwagon Sports today. I am here and I'm in the new place, a nice spacious room, and today I'm going to be doing the winners and the losers of the 2021 NHL draft. I watched the first 5 rounds and there were some decent players selected in round 6 and 7, but really nothing too notable. So I'm going to go on my computer here and I'm going to go over the winners and losers. I'll do 3 for each category, so without further ado, let's hop into today's episode. So let's start off with a team that I think was a big winner coming out of this draft class, and that's the Columbus Blue Jackets. They had picks 5, picks 12, and also pick 25. With the 5th overall pick, Columbus selected Kent Johnson out of Michigan. With the 12th selection, they went with Cole Sillinger out of Sioux Falls, and with the 25th pick, they went with Corson Kuhlmans from Brooks. And those are all 3 great picks. Kent Johnson, Cole Sillinger, obviously a potential 1 and 2 center pairing down the line. Kent Johnson, a really great offensive player, definitely 70 to 80 point potential. Cole Sillinger, also a great offensive player, probably around 40, 50, maybe 60 point potential. And then Corson Kuhlmans, obviously a great defenseman who you could play in the top 4 and, guy who might be able to get you 40 points a year. In the second round, Columbus had pick number, I don't think Columbus had a second round pick. So yeah, Columbus had no second round picks. But in the third round, they selected Czech defenseman Stanislav Zvozil, who was a questionable first round talent. So to get him in the third round, that's excellent value. In the fourth round, Columbus got Guillaume Richard, who was a decent defensive prospect from Tri-City in the USHL. Nothing extremely special, but a decent guy to grab. In the fifth round, they went Nikolai Makarov and James Malatesta, 2 pretty decent players there. And yeah, so honestly, just overall with the 3 first-round picks, getting Stanislav Zvozil in the third round, I think that Columbus had excellent value in this draft class, and I'm really excited to see what these prospects do for them in the future. Let's get on to winner number 2. The second winner I have in this draft class has to be the Buffalo Sabres. With pick number 1, they went Owen Power, who should be an elite-level defenseman beside Rasmus Dahlin for the next 10-15 years. At pick 14, they moved up, and they got pick 14 by trading Rasmus Ristolainen. They selected Isaac Rosen from Sweden, a little bit of an off-the-board pick, but a high-energy, small offensive winger. In the second round, Buffalo went Prokhor Poltapov with pick 33. Excellent player from Russia. I really like Prokhor, and I think he's a great player. What other picks did Buffalo have? With pick 53, they went Alexander Kisakov, who I thought could have been a first-round pick. Excellent season in the MHL for him this year. In the third round, Buffalo went with Steven Sardarian, who was a decent looking player. Nothing extremely excellent there. They got Josh Bloom as well in the third round. Olivier Nadeau in the fourth round, which I thought was a good pick. Fifth round, they got nobody. And yeah, so overall, just a pretty good few picks for Buffalo. I mean, Owen Power, Isaac Rosen, Prokhor Poltapov, Olivier Nadeau. They had a pretty decent draft, and I thought that they definitely picked smart. So that is my second winner, and I'm going to choose one more now. And the third winner I have today is actually going to be the Dallas Stars. I thought that the Dallas Stars had a really solid draft. They didn't have a first-round pick at all. Actually, they did. At 23, they selected Wyatt Johnson, which I didn't think was a very good pick at that position. Much better players on the board there. But in the second round, Dallas, with the 47th and 48th pick, went Logan Stankoven and Artem Gruzhnikov. Stankoven, obviously a great top 6 potential prospect. Gruzhnikov, a big kind of bottom pairing defenseman from Russia. Maybe a number 4 defenseman. It really depends how his development goes. In the third round, Dallas selected Artem Marino, who I thought was a really great player coming out of the USHL, had a lot of potential, another potential first-round kind of guy for me. They selected Justin Ertl, who was just an pick. And in the fourth round, Dallas actually got Connor Roulette, who I had as a first-round talent. I thought Connor Roulette had a great season this year, so that was an excellent pick for them. In the 5th round, they selected Jack Barr, who's a pretty underrated defenseman from the Chicago Steel in the USHL. They selected Jacob Holmes from Sault Ste. Marie. He didn't play this year. And yeah, overall, just a good draft class for Dallas, for a team who had pick number 23. And, you know, they were really smart with their selections. They went for definitely a lot more potential over kind of anything else. Guys that they liked, they went for more potential players. So, great draft class for them. Now let's go over the losers of the 2021 draft. So I would say the biggest loser in this draft class has to be the Ottawa Senators. They didn't really make a lot of great picks. At number 10, they selected Tyler Boucher, who they probably could have got in the late 2nd round, maybe early 3rd round. In the 2nd round, Ottawa went Zach Ostapchuk, who really there's nothing impressive about him. They went Ben Roger. There's nothing impressive about him from London. In the 3rd round, they went Oliver Johansson, who's a decent prospect. That might be one of their better value picks. In the 4th round, Ottawa went Carson Latimer. Nothing special there. In the 5th round, Ottawa went with nobody. I don't think they had a 5th round pick. But yeah, just a really lackluster draft class for Ottawa. I mean, maybe they're trying to go for more bottom 6 depth players in this class, but honestly, when you have the number 10 pick, you have to select more value than they honestly did, and I just didn't really see a great draft class coming out of Ottawa, so they're my biggest loser of this draft class. Let's go on to number 2. And number 2, I actually have the Seattle Kraken. Overall, I don't think the Seattle Kraken had a great NHL entry draft. They did get Matthew Beniers at number 2, and that's a great pick. But with their 2nd round pick, they went Riker Evans, who is an overager. They could have got later. In the 3rd round, they went Ryan Winterton, who that's a decent value pick. In the 4th round, they went Ville Ottavainen. In the 5th round, they went Jacob Melanson. And the other 2 picks were really not great either. Honestly, Matthew Beniers and Ryan Winterton are really the only 2 picks that I really see being great there. They just, I don't think, took a lot of great value with their selection, so they're my 2nd biggest loser. Let's go on to number 3 now. So for my 3rd loser, I'm going to go with the Arizona Coyotes. They did acquire a lot of picks in this draft class, which was excellent. With the 9th overall pick, they grabbed Dylan Guenther, which I think is an excellent player for the Coyotes to have. I love Dylan Guenther on the Yotes. In the 2nd round, the Coyotes selected Josh Doan with the 37th pick. Shane Doan's son, sure, not a great value pick. Ilya Fedotov with 43, again, not a great value pick. And then at 60, they selected Janice Moser, not a great value pick. So all those 2nd round picks basically wasted. There's a lot of great guys available in the 2nd round still for them to grab. In the 3rd round, Arizona went with nobody. I don't think they had a 3rd round pick. In the 4th round, Arizona went with Emil Martinson. Decent player, really nothing special about him. In the 5th round, Arizona went Mannix Landry. That was a decent pick, but really, when I'm looking here, I only noticed 2 decent picks that Arizona grabbed. So, Dylan Guenther, Mannix Landry, they really did waste all 3 of those 2nd round picks. Maybe not Josh Stone, but I do think you could have grabbed him later in the 2nd round. But just really a lackluster draft for the Coyotes, who did a lot of moves in the offseason to acquire those picks. And they look right now like they might not become really anything. So that's my biggest winners and losers of the 2021 draft. And I just want to give a quick shout out at the end of the video. So I'll do that. I just wanted to give a shout out to Kirill Gerasimyuk for being drafted to the Florida Panthers. Me and Kirill have talked a little bit on Instagram, not a lot. But yeah, I really do like Kirill Gerasimyuk. He was my favorite goalie in this draft class. And I just want to give him a shout out, and so happy that he got drafted this year. Florida's a great system to develop goalies, so he'll do excellent there. So anyways, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please do hit the like button and subscribe. It means a lot. We just passed 160 subscribers not too long ago, so that's excellent. And anyways, first video that I've recorded in a while, first video in the new house, so I know my speech was not very good in this video, but hopefully, as I get back into recording, I'll get more fluent with words on camera. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. But for now, bye.